are
Hi.
you? Hi.
Yeah, I'm fine. To be
Okay.
honest, today, this time, we were shortly talking before because last time no, I was sick. My daughter was sick, so I couldn't participate. And Kara was like giving me a little glimpse, and then something happened, but then the connection broke down or whatever. And then, yeah, the topic, and it was like, no, 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 don't tell me. I want to hear that in our live.
Yes, exactly. So I think we can just start with the common things, like asking you people to really give us a like, follow the channel, click on the ringing sign as well, so that every time that we start the live, you get a notification on your phone. You guys know we don't have an exact time to start. It's about 9:30 UK time. Today's a bit later, so if you click on the ringing sign, it will just let you know when we are ready to go. Because life needs to flow with compromise, we know that. But sometimes we are in meditation, we are in silence, and we need a little bit more, and that's completely fine, as we spoke already. And we want to remember you people that we need other language speakers to take this message all over the world. This is our goal, and we are sure with the next weeks we will get there.
Lena, Lena said she will do the Russian part.
Yay! So, Portuguese, German, Russian, English, we are
Yeah.
getting further. So, Lena, you can start today, my dear. You are super invited. Okay, so last week we were speaking about the good life. What is it to live the good life? Because everybody wants to live a good life, right? We are born, we grow up seeking for this, for a good life. All the time we get up, and this is the thing we most want, to live a good life. But until now, this has a very individualized meaning. And the question last week was, what would it looks like to want to live a good life if we are thinking in the collective?
Mhm. Um, w- for me, I was listening and I'm always like staring outside of the window, like, and I think it's quite a lot about being with yourself, being in peace with yourself. This took me quite a long time to get there,
Mm-hmm.
um, and some crises, some decent ones. Um, and I'm very grateful for them now. And before that, I thought, oh yeah, my life is great, wonderful. Yes, of course, it was, um, but it hasn't had that depth, So it was like quite on the surface. What the life, what society thinks, what life should be, and what people should do, and in common or in general. But for me, it felt I want to be myself. I want to fulfill what my soul wants. And yeah, that being the things I was doing before, that was my ego me. So building up all the companies. And I was learning by doing that a lot. And this will help me by doing my soul thing because that was a training. Before that, I always thought the clients that were coming to me that I was doing something for them. But now I know they did
It was
something
for me.
for me. Yes.
Yes, we get to that point and then we laugh so hard.
Yeah, I was like, oh, they're happy, they're feeling well now. And some years later, this is where I learned about the dragons. This is where I learned about the Smurfs. this is where I learned about the fire. This is where I learned about the wind. And now it's integrated, the wind thing not, but
Uh-huh.
so it's like I learned languages. And now I know. Now I'm connected to my, or I'm starting to like switch into
Yeah,
that
you
new
can
life, the
say
soul life.
you should say it.
But what? And this is changing, and so now I can use everything like that. But before, um, how should I say? Um, I even thought I was crazy, and now
Mhm.
I'm more and more getting into integrating that. And this is what this all the parts my soul wants to integrate that. This is for me to live like I would like to do. Yeah,
Oh my
like I
God,
want to
Lisa.
live my life.
And this is so beautiful what you're saying because I mean what I see here, I'm just seeing a parallel. We spoke another day about like how we need to integrate the collective, like all the parts. And you were just saying how this happens inside you. And I think this happened also inside me. Like you want to integrate everything. You want to bring everything together. So this probably happens with everybody in the process, and it needs to happen before we are able to connect all the dots, all the parts outside. So it's again like you were just saying, like describing the microcosmos, like inside you, and then I was just seeing a reflection of the macrocosmos, like outside, how we should do this outside, connecting and integrating all the parts so that this good life is not only my good life, but it's living a good life integrated in the collective. And then there was another thing while you were speaking, it was so much stuff coming, but I want to to put it in order. How do I say it? Um, oh my God. Okay, collective life, integrating parts. I'm not sure I get it yet. I'll go back to you if it's okay, and then you will come back.
No, no, maybe I can do like some singing or something like that. Maybe you can connect because last time this worked quite well. Huh?
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Okay,
I think it's just
then
from chatting.
okay.
Let's
Um,
see.
I have that too. Sometimes when people talk to me, then and I know they're like in their flow, and I'm like, okay, there's like two, three, four, five topics, and then I need to notice, otherwise it will be gone. Which leads me uh, to a dream I had 2 days ago, and it was the first time I woke up, and usually I know or I think um, oh, this was so clear. I won't forget it. Half a second later, it's gone. And so I
Mhm.
was just doing a voice recording of it, speaking, speaking,
Oh, wow.
speaking. Yeah, and then it was gone, but I had it on a voice record. So um, this is what I want to share. And it has nothing to do with our life, but I felt it was so good because sometimes there are like hidden messages. Uh, yeah, okay. So,
Pen and
what
paper all the
a good
time.
life is. Yeah, I tried to do that with paper, but then the tired me was like, yeah, I will remember that
Card.
because I was like, no, it's not working. But like this voice record, I can still like leave my eyes closed. Okay, um, and good life, yeah. And to the next thing is, well, first to connect with yourself, to like collect all the things that were broken during whatever last life's childhood, now whatever. And then what came with myself is trust. Trust, even I don't know what will happen, and I'm still struggling with this
Okay.
because I'm at the moment where everything can be rebuilt. No, not rebuilt. It can be built completely new. And
Mm-hmm.
the Silke, like 12 years ago, she would just go and run. It was like, ah, yeah, I will do that. And that was my mouth. And the next, yeah, and now with all the potential, uh, I'm like, I don't know whether this will work. And I'm like, huh? That's me? How? Why? I mean, that, how? Maybe I'm older. I learned more. I learned how things maybe can't work. And maybe I'm like hesitating now. But I try to remember that old part that was just like, okay, I will do that. Um, and because it's my brain telling me it may not work, and I will go on doing it.
Mm,
And another thing is maybe to stay in that moment for a while. Maybe because I try, and there are so many things changing. I had a very good master plan. It was so, sorry, perfect. It was great. And it broke down because of one thing I just didn't even think of. I never experienced that. And this happened, and I learned from. Thank you. So this broke, and what I learn from this now concerning my soul mission is, yeah, and I remember you said that before some years ago. It has to go. It will go because there needs to be that space, and there was something new. There will be something new. Yeah.
yeah,
So opening up to something new, letting go of the old, and maybe to accept that there are some situations or moments or even days or maybe even a week or maybe 3 weeks where we can
mm,
just
here
do
we
anything.
don't.
And this
Yeah,
totally drove me crazy. But then I was just, okay, yeah,
yeah.
it
It's
is
the
how it
time
is.
shift.
And
It, it's the
yeah,
time shift.
and I was integrating that then, and that felt good. And I felt that some things were happening in my body, in my field. And since you said about the fields, as you were telling about the fields,
Are you there, Rita? Or am I out? I don't know what's happening. I think she's back now, people. She's back. She's back. Can you hear me,
yeah,
Zeta? Yeah?
yeah,
Cool. Okay. Yes. You were just starting to say about the fields, and this is actually what I wanted to comment when I forgot the hint, because living a good life is connected also for me with this field. So I was just telling Zeta before we started the live that I was outside home, I was in another city, in another context, which is not my home. Like in my home, I have my field, my frequency, my harmony. Like it's like the energy here at home is perfect, and I can just flow and just be, and it feels light, it feels complete, it fulfills my body. And since I just returned, I'm feeling it. I'm feeling this energy here just like coming into my body softly and fulfilling me, because the place I was before was also a place of conflict, of heavier energies, and I didn't realize how much weight I was carrying the last weeks. And this again is like a description in the microcosmos, like my microcosmos, of what happens in the macrocosmos, like in the big picture. Because what I see is like when we search for the good life, like my good life, and the fields like society is heavy, I might even have like a perfect environment. I might feel good, but I won't be at my best if I need to carry society's heaviness all the time. So how can we build a world where where outside is light? Everybody outside is living this good life, has this positive energy, where everybody's healthy, everybody has prosperity, everybody is in harmony. So like what, how do we build this good life for everybody so I can be in my good life and enjoy this good life 100% without having to carry the heaviness of that we see today in the world, you know, like you can be you can be the most harmonious person in the world. You can be like Jesus Christ. But if you are right now in Ukraine, or if you are right now in Palestine, you won't feel that. You won't live a good life.
I understand. For us, it's part of our job to go there into the fields. I experienced that too, and to learn about the fields and to bring what we can bring them and to go back to recharge.
Yes, we do need
This
to
is part
recharge.
of
I
the
mean, I
job.
yes, I do need
So
to recharge as well. And yes, it's part of the job.
this is why it's so important to be happy at home or to have a nice home, to um, have your own surroundings, like with things you like, you that give you something, like where in a place where you can do some prayers and like a nice altar, or whatever may support you, or to really, it's about self-love, it's about you
Self-care.
first, then the others. It's
Yeah.
about
But
if you
not
are,
stopping at this place. Like we need to remind ourselves we cannot stop, we should not stop at this place. We need so much to build this place. We need it because it's our source, but we cannot stop there. And this is the hardest part. To don't stop there.
yeah, to go out again. And but concerning the self-love, um, some people have issues to really give themselves what they want and what they really
Hmm.
wish for. And
Hmm.
I heard that before, but it came again like some seconds ago. This is why we really need to be in like fullness, in how prosperity, and yeah, so that we can be recharged and to give that. And
Hmm.
this is why we can allow ourselves to be in that abundance, because sometimes I'm also like, yeah, how should this work? And I mean, I'm not living in a castle or so.
Hmm.
And it's, but what I mean is, um, if there are some thoughts that someone's not worth something or so, this might help to understand that it's really, really important to be nutritioned, or nutrient,
Yes,
you know what I mean?
yeah, I know what
Yeah.
you mean. Like fulfilled. Like yes.
And yeah, to be happy, to have everything you want, because then you can give that away. So there is that saying, if your vessel so is full or spilling
Mhm.
over, you can
Yes,
give away that which is
yes,
just spilling over.
yes. Beautiful
And
imagery.
and I had that with a friend, with she starts with um energy work, and to be really grounded first, to protect yourself if needed, you know what I mean, and to see how you can work so that you are feeling well yourself, and
Mm-hmm.
that's coming first, and then to help the others, everything else. And I did that too, oh, I just want to help someone, and I think I can do something. No, this is just bringing us away from our own topics. And
Mm-hmm.
yeah, sometimes it's like a shadow of oneself doing, wanting to do a job on the outside and forgetting to do the job on the inside.
Wow. Absolutely. I just, make it bold what you just said. And I think
Bold.
like maybe a just like very practical example is like when people are planning to have a family, like to have children. I think many young people at this point in life they ask themselves, what do I want still to fulfill for myself? Because they know when children come, attention, resources will be for them and they want it. They want to give this to children and have the family and all of that. But at this point in time, everybody asks him or herself, what do I still want to fulfill? Like, which trip do I want to make? Do I want to make a course, learn something? Like, what do I want for myself before I get pregnant, before I get children? And I think it's more or less like this, or exactly like this. So I think the practical hint or the homework for this week should be ask yourself, what do you still want or need to fulfill in your inner space so that you are able to go to the greater good, to the common good, to the field work, and that you can come back and recharge and have your focus in the common work. So let's ask ourselves exactly this question. What do I still need or what do I still want to fulfill before I give my life, before I give my ego away, before I am able to serve completely to what is
Thank
common
you.
and not just
Yeah.
mine.
Thank you
And
so
I
much
think
for
this,
this question.
but it's all the time for me as well, Zika. Like I consider already I have been asking me this question so many years already. And I do think I fulfilled almost everything. Almost. And it took me quite a while to recognize what I hadn't fulfilled yet, which is what you said just a few minutes ago. When you go too fast into looking into the common good and you forget a very important piece that should be here. And for me, it has to do with family planning, for example.
Mm.
Like, it's no coincidence I'm bringing this topic right now. So I
Mhm.
know today I have the need to fulfill this family planning to continue the work I started already. I could continue it, but I wouldn't feel complete because if I would be to forget the whole world, like forget everything, like there is no people outside, nothing wrong, the world is perfect and you can
Whew.
do anything you want. Like, what is the thing you most want? What would you make you the happiest person in the world? And at this day that I allowed myself to forget the world problem, so to say, I answer to myself, yes, I want to have a family. This would make me the happiest person in the world,
Your
you know?
aura is, wow, your aura is getting so bright right now. Ooh. Yes,
And
go.
this,
And this, I mean, people who can't see this, her aura around her head, I see that. It's like shining right now. And this is also interesting because this is connected to what we said before. If you're
mhm,
fulfilling, and this is a heart's wish, what she said right now. And I
yeah,
heard that before, some years from you. And from some years ago from you. And when this heart wishes, this you gave me, that sheet of the book, which was also about the heart.
yes,
I didn't
yes,
read it. I stopped in the middle because it was so, wow, intense. maybe I can go on reading now. But it's about like what is love, and that the heart has a power, and everything you do with your this heart energy will be supported. And now I get it. It took us like 25 minutes, and we are not ready yet, because it's about the heart. What you do you really want from your core, and this will be supported. And you are at that phase, oh, this is what I really want first, and then I can go out again with that shining you, I mean, you showed me before it, but it was wow. And now I have that too. um Heart, it's gone.
Yes,
um
but I think
Wish,
this the
yeah.
yeah, this is the point so that people who are listening and that will listen to the translations can come, Zika. And it's cool that you said it took us 25 minutes and it's okay. But now we got to this
Yeah,
point,
yeah,
and so we stop here, and it's like you guys that listen to us, like sometimes you might be here like 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and you think, okay, where is the content? Where is the content? We have this anxiety nowadays, right? We want everything so fast. And Zika and I, like we gave ourselves the goal to don't like just speak around, and but here we are channeling something that's greater than us, and we cannot know how much time we need for it to really come. And guys, girls, we do meditate half an hour earlier, like we are connecting before we start the live, but like stick with us. Like I am 100% sure in each episode it will come this point in the episode where we say that's it, that's the message. And if you stick around until the end, you will also be part of this progression because it doesn't come from nothing. So I thank everybody
um,
who stayed the half an hour with us and came with us to this point today.
I need to say something about the heart. It's um I said there is a change going on in my life. My whole like business life is transforming right now, and I'm getting into that what my heart wants. And I'm so afraid of doing that, although I know I can do it, and I know I will do it. But it's such like a very very big gap I have to just jump over, and that's so strange. And this is also about those heart wishes. They this might sound or might seem heavy, but we really need to look for that, to uh, make ourselves that present, to get into that, because then you will be happy. And I mean, we are happy without that as well, but you know what I mean. um
Happier, really, really, like really
yes, yes, yes.
completely happy. Like we
And
should really strive for this. We shouldn't accept anything less than this.
yeah, and one other thing, last week I had a calling, go to England, and I was like, why? And I did it, and there was a calling from my heart, and I got so many presents there. So and now I'm sitting here in my home, connected with friends. Everything is like I know that. And now I'm like me when it's about my heart wishes from a business side, it's like, why? So this also showed me, do it like last week, just follow your heart. And yeah, and if it's not like flowing, go have a tea, just sit on your sofa and read that book, which accidentally I
Hmm.
found on the street last time, and I know what's for. So trust. There we are with the trust again, with the
Good.
flow, with the love. Okay, yeah, no, now I'm finished.
Thank you so much, my dear. I love you much. It's
Love
wonderful
you
to
too, my dear.
work with you. Tell Lena she has a wow episode to translate into Russian.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. All the best, my dear.
Bye,
Yeah.
bye,
See you
people.
next week.
See you next week.
Bye. Thanks
See
for
you next
watching.
Monday.
Bye.